Audio test, 1, 2, 3. Do you know how to make that mic go hot? Do you know how to make that mic go hot? Yes. No? I was just going to announce that we've got live on Facebook, so people know. Tell their loved ones. You just have to unmute one of the channels, or you just turn it on. Gotten quiet, huh? Is it working or not?
Tonight's graduation will be live streamed on Bonneville School District 93 YouTube channel and Bonneville School District 93 Facebook page. Tell your loved ones who cannot be here tonight they can tune in and watch this graduation procession on the Bonneville School District 93 Facebook page and YouTube channels. They can also later go back and watch this footage. It will be archived onto the YouTube channel. Welcome to graduation.
Thank you.
The audience, please rise.
afternoon, everyone. I just want to start off by saying what an honor it is to be standing here in front of you today. As I look back on these past few years, I've learned and grown in ways I never expected. Just like many of you. Although it wasn't easy, many of us stayed up finishing classes at the end of the trimester, fixing past assignments and studying through presentations. We have all experienced when we fell short or wondered if we wanted to keep going. But we all made it here today, which means we all pushed through, even if it didn't come to us naturally. Along the way, I found some of the most meaningful lessons, not only through schoolwork and in the classroom, but through my experiences playing tennis. These remind me of some of the things Roger Federer once shared in a speech of his own. Lessons are about effort, resilience, perspective that go far beyond just sports. So today I want to share 3 of those lessons with you all today. Lesson 1. Effortless is a myth. People tend to say things like, you made it look easy. But there is simply no such thing as effortless excellence. It requires a lot of hard work to make something look easy. Most often, those who make it look easy work the hardest while no one is watching. Anyone can play with intensity at the beginning, but once fatigue sets in and excitement wears off, and no one is left watching, is when you find what you're really made of. I've learned that believing in yourself isn't a gift, it's a skill. One that you have to practice, especially when things aren't going your way. The true test isn't whether you can win on your best day, but if you can still fight on your worst. This applies to everything that we have ahead of us. College, jobs, or whatever comes next. There will be late nights, rejections, and moments of doubt. But just like in everything, progress happens in small steps. Showing up to an 8 a.m. lecture or staying up late for an exam, even when you're tired and don't want to. Lesson 2. It's only a point. In tennis, every game ends the same way. One winner, and everyone else walks away thinking, how did I miss this shot? Perfection is impossible. And a quote from Roger Federer sums this up. I won almost 80% of my singles matches, but I only won 54% of the points. Even top-ranked players win barely more than half the points they play. So here's what you learn. When you're playing a point, it has to be the most important thing in the world. But once it's over, it's over. You can't rewind, you can't replay, but you can look forward to the next one. Negative energy is wasted energy. Champions aren't the ones who win every single point, but they're the ones who know how to lose, then recover, accept, and get back to work. As we move forward, we must maintain this mentality. You may fail a job interview or a professor hands back a failed paper, but failure isn't the end, it's just progress. It's the universe saying, try this next time. The road ahead isn't about avoiding mistakes, but learning to move forward and push through them. Lesson 3. Life is bigger than the court. When you're on the court, it feels like it's just you. But in tennis and in life, success depends on your team, coaches and teammates, and even the opponents shape who you are. And beyond the matches and the medals, the most fulfilling moments are the times that representing your school, helping a teammate, or inspiring others. This reminds me that purpose doesn't come from winning. It comes from all the moments in life when you connect with others. And that brings me to my final thought. None of us got here alone. So let me take a moment to thank the people who turned our struggles into strengths. To the teachers who stayed late and worked with us extra to help pass our class, thank you. To the parents, grandparents, and supportive adults who cheered for us even when we weren't cheering for ourselves, thank you. To the friends who pushed us to be better and grow, not just as students, but as people. You all remind us that growth isn't something you can do alone. So today we all stand on the edge of whatever comes next in life for us. But remember these 3 things. Hard work beats effortless, resilience beats perfection, and purpose beats pride. One last thank you to all the teachers, families, and friends who got us all here today, and to my fellow graduates. The match isn't over, it's just begun. Congratulations, graduating class of 2025.
Good afternoon, everyone. I know a lot of you may not know me, so let me introduce myself as we are about to say goodbye. My name is Haley, and I would like to thank you all for attending this joyous event. Everyone, we have made it. We are finally done with high school. It has been a long 12 years. We each have been through our own struggles to get here, but look at us now. We have made it, and we are now ready to receive our diplomas and go on to pursue our dreams. But for us to get to this place, we could only do so with help. With the help of our family, administration, and our teachers. I would first like to say thank you to my family. Thank you for always supporting me every step of the way, for allowing me to get away with not doing chores when I said I was doing homework. I would also like to say thank you to Mr. Talford for truly getting to know and care for us. Thank you for going the extra mile to always say hi and to check in. Thank you, Ms. Colson and Ms. Boet, for your guidance, and thank you to all the teachers. As we enter this new chapter in our lives, and as we enter adulthood, the time that some of us have been counting down the days for, we realize that not everything is certain. We change and circumstances change, and so let's welcome change. Though the future is unknown, this can be a comfort. If we fail in one thing, it does not mean that we are doomed. We can try again or try something new. As Thomas Edison said, I have not failed, I have just found over 10,000 ways that won't work. Let us find those ways that will work. Our future is full of possibilities and dreams. Let your dreams be boundless. Congratulations, fellow graduates of the class of 2025.
Hopefully the sheet's not too bright off the top of my head, but it is special brew this morning. I'd like to recognize some of the students and accomplishments of our students in the class of 2025. Ms. Kalia Berg, can you please stand? Kalia has joined the military and joined the Air Force and will be defending our country and delivering the We have 3 graduates who have different CTE certifications. And I'd like to ask them to stand: Mason Grinnell, Ethan Mitchell, and Maggie Rogers Baker. I'd like to recognize also Logan Taylor for his seal of biliteracy in Spanish and earning that. I would like to also recognize the 3 graduates who have earned their GEM certificate. The GEM certificate allows them to have their general education requirements waived when they go to state university. They are Taryn Massett, Monica Fisher, and Theodore O'Connor. And then finally, I'd like to recognize the 6 graduates who have earned their associate degree while in high school. They've actually all graduated from college and walked the stage at college already. So this is just an ancillary prize to them. So the 6 graduates who have earned their associate degree: Kinley Howard from Idaho State. Isabella Simpson from College of East Iowa. Logan Taylor from College of East Iowa. James Torres, Idaho State University. And David Wheeler from College of East Iowa. In our previous award ceremony, we recognized those who earned honors, high honors, cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude. And so they are great students and have worked hard academically to get to this point. One of my favorite authors is John Gordon, and I read different letters and articles and books from him. A couple years ago, I read a book called The Cell, and it talked about integrity. And integrity's been a key piece of my life. I've had a poster in my office for 20 plus years now as an administrator that says trust is the highest form of human motivation. The beautiful thing I love about what Logan and Haley have said here tonight is they talked about hard work, they talked about integrity, they talked about putting the effort in. And those things things all come together to form who we are and who we are internally. Those things are a critical piece of what we do, and so I congratulate all these graduates for all the things that they've done, the integrity they've shown, even though sometimes we have to encourage them to work faster than them slower. So this online seems to be put off. So I want to recognize all of our seniors and for what they've accomplished and what they've been able to do. Integrity is a key part of our district. It's the first cornerstone of our district. It's the first cornerstone of my life, and has been the first cornerstone of my life for a long, long time. It goes back to my dad when he gave me an honest bob. He was a salesman, tractor salesman, and he gave me an honest bob hat when I was a kid. And I've loved it ever since, and have tried to emulate that integrity that he had in his life. And so at this time, Dr. Wilson Butte, Bonneville School District Administration, and the Bonneville School District Board of Trustees. As a representative of Bonneville Online High School faculty and staff, I am pleased to certify the students before you have met all the graduation requirements as outlined by the State Board of Education and the Bonneville School District 93. I present to you the Bonneville Online High School class of 2025.
With his cap in its jaws, John did what any reasonable person would have done and he punched it in the nose, and the shark let go. John lined up for the next wave, and the shark came at him again. This time, John shoved that surfboard into its jaws, and the shark bit it in two. With half a word and a badly injured leg, John rode the next wave to shore. Now, because of the bite, John couldn't walk, and so he crawled up the beach, lifted his way to his old Land Rover, and wrapped his leg in some clothes. It was hours away from the nearest village, and on his way, he got a bit dehydrated, and so he pulled over at a creek to get a drink, and decided to lay down on a rock to rest. That's when the lion appeared. Yes, a lion. It bit him in the torso. John fought that lion off with a stick, and just when he thought things couldn't possibly get any worse, the whole pride showed up and intercepted him. He received more injuries, but miraculously was somehow able to make it back to his car while those lions surrounded him and tried to get in. And John, well, he just waited. Eventually, some tourists that were passing by were able to get him to a clinic. It took 250 stitches to repair the damage from the sharks, the lions, and it's probably safe to say all of his life in general. But listen up, because this is the most important part of the story. John made a full recovery. Today he lives in California, and I am sure that there are people that make him show him those scars to prove that this is a true story. So what does John's story have anything to do with you and your graduation? Everything. Because today's accomplishment is just part of your story. Life is going to throw sharks at you, and lions. And there are going to be days when your board breaks in half and you can barely crawl forward. And while they may not be literal sharks and lions, you are going to keep paddling, wanting to ride those waves, and you will keep moving forward. And one day, you will be the one standing before others, scars and all, saying, I made it. And you will. Along the way, you will find people that are going to try and define success for you. But here's the thing. Success is about more than a title, a paycheck, or how many followers you have. It's about impact. It's about showing up. It's about leaving this world just a little bit better than you found it. You have already proven that you can adapt, persevere, and thrive in uncertainty. You have already done something hard and come out stronger. And now it's time for you to continue to write your own story. And we cannot wait to cheer you all on as you do it and watch you succeed. Principal Telford, on behalf of the Bonneville School District Board of Trustees, I am pleased to accept the Bonneville Online High School graduating class of 2025.
Elizabeth Amber Betty. Junkers. Brielle Megan Luce. Landon Allen McCullen. Lauren Mon. Rachel Diane McKittrick. Ethan Michael Edward Mitchell. Theodore James O'Connor. Colton Quinn Peters. Madison Purcell. Maggie Sue Rogers Baker. Sophie Michelle Sandoval. Prisha Singtel. Isabella Elizabeth Simpson. Emily Sue Snover. Sophie Marie Tabro. Sky Douglas Sharp. Logan Robert Taylor. Otto Garrett Taylor. Riley Nicole Thompson. Vanessa May Thornton. Haley Louise Torres. Caesar Gael Trejo Paine. Lauren Elizabeth Tubbs. Grisel Zuniza Vega. Callan Joshua Walters. Avery Ann Wheeler. Morgan Lynn Wilson.
This time, as a symbol of your transition from students to graduates, please move your tassels from the right side to the left side. Congratulations.
graduation